Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday live stream with me, Chris. I got some cracking guests on tonight. We got Cam from Vinyl Narrative. We've also got Rob from
Hello.
Northern Revolutions. Rob, it's been a minute.
It's been a bit, man. I've been busy.
Yeah. Cam's on for the second time. Really enjoyed him on last time. That was really, really cool. The chat is kind of blowing up already. So, hi, Adrian. Thanks for joining us. And then Boz. Hey, mate. How's it going? So yeah, we've got. I think Daryl is kind of joining us later on in the show. But this week's theme was not my idea at all. So, 2 secs. Trevor, hello. How's it going? Good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. So, Cam, do you want to tell us what the theme is for this evening? This was totally Cam's idea, nothing to do with me as usual. I'll take the credit, but over to you, Cam. What's the plan?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought I'd vet it by you first just in case. But yeah, essentially albums that we like listening to in the evening or kind of late night as well, late night listening. So this kind of opens up the spectrum for a nicer broad range of albums, I think. Because it depends what kind of person you are. If you're like a real night owl, you could have some real interesting picks at that time of night. But if you're looking to chill out, then yeah, it's some nice chill albums. So that was my idea. Thanks,
Cool.
thanks for choosing it, Chris.
That's right, mate. Hey, Cam, Adrian saying hi, and then hey to Rob as well. So the love is all around, as Wet, Wet, Wet said. Okay, so I'm going to catch up with Rob real quick. Blue Jays, let's talk, mate. What's going on there?
We're in the World Series for the first time in 32 years, so that's exciting. I mean, I remember because I'm a rabid fan. I mean, I remember I was 15 years old, skipping school to watch the World Series. You know, there was a few afternoon games or whatever. So it's been a long time, and we looked amazing in Game 1, and we looked like we forgot to show up and play baseball last night. So series is tied 1-1, going back to LA for 3 games. So go Blue Jays.
I've been watching the highlights on YouTube. Because I was kind of talking about it to Liz, and then all of a sudden YouTube decided to give me recommendations of the Blue Jays. And I was like, okay,
and you'll be watching it going, what are these fucking Americans doing? Run around in circles, swing the stick. What? This isn't cricket.
Well, I don't know what Cam's the same, but we're aware who the Yankees were. You know,
Yeah.
we're aware of kind of who they are, but outside of that, I wasn't kind of.
So there's 2 teams that everybody hates: the Yankees, who we kicked the shit out of, and the Dodgers, who we're hoping to kick the shit out of. The problem with both of those teams, baseball is a fun, not to make this a whole baseball thing, but you asked, so here we go. Buckle up. Baseball has a fundamental flaw in that there is no salary cap. So the big market teams can spend as much as they want. And the 2 biggest teams, the Yankees, the Dodgers. And the Dodgers are insane. Their payroll is triple what other teams are. Like it's just disgusting. So they can spend whatever the hell they want to spend. They will buy whatever player they want to buy. No one else can compete. So they have put on, the engineered the best team that money could possibly buy. And our team, other than Vlad Guerrero and Bo Bichette, are largely a bunch of unknowns, guys that are 1 and 2 years out of the minors. Our star pitcher just came out of the minor leagues at the end of September. Before the playoffs, he pitched 2 games in the major leagues. So we're kind of like this ragtag bunch of misfits that don't give up. And it's David and Goliath is really what this is. So it's exciting as hell to watch.
I've enjoyed watching it. Was it 11-2 or something? The game I watched, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was like, come on, you bastards. Come on. I love the underdog story, come on.
Yep.
And I know Rob's like screaming at the TV.
Oh my God. Yes. Screaming at the TV. And then last night, it was a pitching duel. It was very close. It was tie game all the way up. It was 1-1 till like the 7th. And then we just imploded and it was a disaster. So
when's the next game on now?
Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, which is, I don't know what time for you, 5 hours after, probably 1 in the morning for you, I would imagine.
Yeah,
2 in the morning, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. So Trevor's saying, Rob, mostly telling the truth, but also we hate the Astros.
Well, I don't know that we hate the Astros. So the Houston Astros won back in 2017, 2016, and there was a cheating scandal there that they were cheating. And one of those Astros is now one of our star players, but I don't know that everyone. I mean, yeah, there's some dislike for the Astros, I guess, but I don't know. Personally, I don't give a shit about the Astros. Just the Yankees and the Dodgers just invoke the fury of just about everybody.
Okay,
so
gotcha. Okay,
we're sick of seeing the same damn teams every year. That's what it is.
Trust me, I know, mate. I follow football in the UK. It's ridiculous. But
Yeah.
thanks for joining me, Rob. Much appreciated, mate.
My pleasure.
Cam, I think you could go first this evening. Venus, it's your choice.
All right.
Not that I'm ever putting anybody on the spot on this show, but yeah. So you can start things off. This is Cam's idea. Just letting you know, Cam's got an amazing YouTube channel, The Vile Narrative. Go and check him out. Go and subscribe. Really good guy. Really good show, especially when he does his rhino stuff. So over to you, Cam.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks for the shout out. So first pick is from a US band. It's Interpol's Turn on the Bright Lights. And I picked this one because this one just sounds like the nighttime to me. And it sounds like the nighttime in New York City. And when I went there a few years back, I've only ever been able to get out there once, but yeah, this album was just playing in my head the whole time when I was going out on like kind of late night walks around the city, and it really is the city that never sleeps. And this album was just kind of like the soundtrack to it. Was this early 2000s? I want to say 2002, I think. Yeah, cracking album. I love this record. It's like in my top 10, maybe top 20 of all time. I'd say this is up there, and just great kind of alternate rock, kind of indie rock sounds, very similar to, everyone compares them to Joy Division. For those that haven't listened to them, if you like Joy Division, you'll really like this, but it's a bit more abrasive and expansive than Joy Division maybe. But yeah, that's my first pick. I love listening to this album at night because it just sounds like the nighttime to me.
Cool,
There you
mate.
go.
I've never seen that album.
You're not really?
No, I haven't. I'll have to check it out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
Check it
cover.
out,
Nice
man.
cover.
Yeah, very simplistic. Very simplistic cover.
Has it got a gatefold?
No, this is the UK one, and it's just a single and sleeve. But yeah, I think the reissue of it is a gatefold, and it's really nice. Vinyl Be Pleased did a reissue of it. It's really nice.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Mate.
Okay. There you go.
Brilliant. Well done, mate. Right.
Should I?
Because we got Rob for a limited edition, yeah, I thought he could go next.
All right. So interesting topic. Love it. I listen to a lot of music at night. I am a night person. I'll be up till 1 or 2 in the morning every day. With that said, my energy level in the evening is very, very low. I'm old.
Yeah.
I don't like leaving my house after 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So I'm up, but I'm home. And so I'm kind of mellow in the evening. So the first one that I picked, Chris is going to get hard about, but here we go.
Has he? Oh, hey! Oh, wait, come on, you've got to show this now.
Nice.
So not only is this Nebraska, but this is the new Super Deluxe Nebraska.
Let's have a look.
So I love Springsteen, but this,
Nice.
Chris knows the whole story. I've told it before. This was the album that got me into Bruce. And this is, for those that haven't heard it, this is a very different album. It's him with an acoustic guitar and a harmonica recorded on a 4-track recorder in a rented house by himself. And it is so good. It's very dark. It's very stark, just like this cover. It's thematically, it's dark. It's very laid back. It's very mellow. There's nothing up tempo really other than Open All Night, which is still a pretty sparse song. This is just a wonderful, wonderful nighttime listen. So on Friday, to coincide with the release of the movie, this expanded edition came out, which looks like a book because it is a book. But what it has is the Nebraska outtakes, which are songs that he recorded for the album but didn't release on the album. Like there's a Nebraska version of Born in the USA, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then this is the exciting one, Electric Nebraska. So he did record these songs with the E Street Band, but they never released them. And as I said to Chris yesterday, this alone makes this whole set worth it. It's pretty incredible. Then there's a book in the middle. Then there is Bruce recording it, the entire album live on stage, just him and I think another guitar player backing him up at the Count Basie Theater in New Jersey. And so there's a live recording of that. And then there's a 2025 remaster of the album. And then there's also a DVD of the performance. So I know Chris just ordered this. Chris, you will enjoy it. It is absolutely worth every penny. But my go-to album for late at night when I just want something to kind of chill to.
Have a guess what I'm going to pull next. Yeah, I'm. Can we just talk quickly about that, Rob? Now,
Sure.
let's talk about the DVD first. I want to know about the DVD. Kind of, what is it? Just covering like, is it music videos on there, or is it like a documentary?
No, it's literally just I haven't watched it yet. I've just seen clips of it. So he rented a theater in New Jersey. I don't remember. It was called the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey. So one of those old, theaters from 100 years ago. And it's literally him on stage. And I think he's got like another guitar player in the back, but you don't really see him. It's just Bruce on a stage, just like he recorded the album. Him sitting on a chair with a harmonica and acoustic guitar. And he just plays the Nebraska album, start to finish. It's shot in black and white. It's just him. That's it. It's beautiful. Of the couple clips that I've seen anyway. But that's all it is.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Chris says to me, I tell him yesterday, I'm like, hey, I got the deluxe in Nebraska. He goes, oh, I can't. I'm all tapped out. Spent too much. And about an hour later, he sends me a picture. I ordered it. I'm like, you can't blame this one on me.
And the next sentence was, "This wasn't my fault."
This wasn't my fault. Yep, exactly.
Right, let me go through the comments real quick. Okay, so more than saying, I love that Interpol album. Only one I also have on vinyl.
Nice.
Probably going back to the Bruce Springsteen album here. Boz is saying $175 on Amazon. Yeah, 130 on their own on the website. Yeah, but
I think I got it on Amazon for like 150 Canadian. I think.
Yeah, I ordered it.
I don't know what that is in Welsh doubloons or whatever the hell you use over there.
I'm not going to shut this up loud because I'm not supposed to spend any money, right? But I bought it from HMV.
No one is going to know. Liz is watching this. It's not out on the YouTube or the internet. No one's going to see it. It's all good. Your secret's safe.
I think it came to £89.99.
Liz, it's not my fault.
That's not too bad. Right.
For what he's showing, what you're getting for that album, and Rob put me onto Bruce because I just thought Born in the USA, I've got the greatest hits, and I just didn't think any more of it. And then he showed Nebraska, and I was like, okay, he's been talking about this. So I picked it up, and I was like, and that's my favorite Bruce Springsteen album. It still is to this day. So I do like Lost Tracks.
Yep.
That is a good album.
This is better.
Yeah.
This is better. As I said to you yesterday, I said this is everything a deluxe reissue should be.
Yes.
Perfect.
Right. Okay. I will go next then. And this won't come to any surprise to anybody who I'm about to show, because I thought he might show it, and it is Nebraska. This is a Vinyl Me Please special. I've shown this tons of times. Don't know if this is going to come out in the light, but it's like a grey smoke kind of colour. I think it cost me £30 on eBay. So that was kind of a really good deal on that one. But the one I love, and Rob sent me a message, check it out, is Johnny 99. I did stream it earlier on, and I was like, that sounds brilliant.
The electric version is so different to the album version. Holy smokes.
So, but I do love State Trooper as well. That's a brilliant one. I'll just show you the inside.
Nice.
There you go. Bruce Springsteen. Nebraska, still my favorite album. So, yeah, cool. Thank you for showing that, Rob. I know what to expect now. Gives me a little.
You won't be disappointed, man. It blew me away. It's amazing.
When you see pictures on like the internet and stuff, it doesn't really do it justice. So actually, somebody shows it kind of. This is what it looks like. Do you know what I mean?
What I didn't show is in the middle of all of this. It's actually a book with the whole story of. There's pages and pages of stuff in there. So it's literally a hardcover book with 4 records and the DVD in the middle.
That's cool. That's very cool.
So good.
Right. Okay. Let me just quickly get onto the chat. I've just spent $100 on Van Halen 2, One Step Mophie, so I can't spend that on Nebraska. Maybe start a GoFundMe.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree, Adrian. Right, okay, we'll keep it moving. No idea where Daryl is. Maybe he's fighting polar bears. We have
Probably
no idea.
wrestling polar bears. Yeah.
It could be anything. So, right, Cam, over to you, mate. Where you go?
Yeah. I now need to pick up Nebraska. I just need to choose which version. But that's I've had my eye on that Vinyl Me Please version for a long time, actually. I've never pulled the trigger. So I might just go all out and get the deluxe. It looks amazing.
If I was going to recommend you one album to get, why does it keep switching back to me? Retouching it.
It's your show. So.
Yeah. If there was one album that I'd recommend you get, then that would probably be it. So yeah. We'll just go with this because something's not working properly. Okay. Go ahead, mate. Your turn.
Cool. So next pick is a British band, and they were formed like 12 miles down the road from me. It is Tears for Fears, and this is their debut album, The Hurting. Again, another one I just always associate this with nighttime listening. I think it's because I've got a feeling my dad has something to do with it, because he used to play this in the car so much when we were coming back from like somewhere far away. We've gone out for the day sort of thing, and I'd be kind of half asleep in the back of the car, and this would always be playing. So maybe that's why. But yeah, it's an incredible album. I think it's quite. I don't know if it's underrated, but to me, it is like this is the one that doesn't necessarily come up in contention a lot. I think that the songs from The Big Chair comes up a lot as like their best album, but I think this might be it. There's just a lot of energy in here. The production's great, and it feels, I don't know, kind of raw and gritty, and just them going kind of hell for leather on all of these songs. And I just associate this production style with the nighttime as well. So yeah, I love this album. It's got so many great songs on it. And then I think the big hit over here was Mad World. And then Gary Jules who did that cover?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
For Christmas. And that was bloody everywhere over here.
Yes, it was. Yeah. I think it was a Christmas #1.
Yeah.
Yes.
And every time it came on, I was like, oh, this is good. And then like after the 20th time of hearing, I was like, oh, can you just play the Tears for Fears version? Because it's so much better. Like, yeah, I love this. Love this version. I love this album. So yeah, there you go. Tears for Fears, The Hurting. It's another pick.
Cool, mate. Very cool. Well done. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. I was literally putting my record away and it just went back to my camera. So me and Rob have had so many issues over the last couple of months with StreamYard. I'm just, yeah. YouTube, come up with an app for us creators,
yeah.
right? That we can use. Just saying.
Yeah.
Watch now, I'll get banned just for using that word. Right, okay. Rob.
Okay. This is probably my top 10 albums of all time. It's an amazing Canadian artist who really didn't do much outside of Canada. She had one minor hit in the US that people would know unless they heard it and they go, I kind of recognize that. But it's an amazing singer-songwriter from the 90s, Amanda Marshall. I've described her as sounding like Sheryl Crow with a little bit of soul. She's phenomenal, has an incredibly powerful voice. This is her debut, which came out in 1995. It's just simply called Amanda Marshall. Incredible song in here I love called Dark Horse, but there is 10 songs on here, and 6 of them were radio singles in Canada. Like back in 1996, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing this album. And still to this day, you'll be walking through the grocery store and something like Let It Rain will be playing in the grocery store. It's all over the place. Incredible album, incredible voice, great singer. Some incredible session musicians on this as well, like Leland Sklar and Tim Pierce are on here. Massive guys that have been on thousands of albums. Really, really good. She put out 2 albums after this and then took a 20-year hiatus from music and has just restarted her career within the last couple of years. So there she is on the back, and because this is a gatefold, and Chris steals my rules, we got to show it. There you go. So, I mean, I like this all the time, but I find very often at night, I'll come downstairs after the wife's gone to bed. Well, I want to listen to something. And this gets played a lot. Really, really solid album. So, like I said, I mean, it's top 40, but it's like it's Sheryl Crow if she was a little more soulful.
Cool. After you did mention, I think on one of your live streams a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago, I did stream and I was like, this is a really good album. Can't understand why she didn't make it over to the UK. Didn't make much sense to me on that one, to be honest, because it is she's a good artist, Cam. If you want to check her out. Yeah. She's quite good.
I've heard Let It Rain. Yeah, Let It Rain I've heard before, and I can't think of the other song I've heard of hers. But yeah. And you're spot on, actually. Yeah, you can definitely hear Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
In a bit more soulful. Yeah. Which is weird. Yeah, even weirder that because Sheryl Crow was massive over here.
Yeah.
Well, still is, but yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. As long as this works, I'll give this a crack. This may just go on me and then just randomly go on another person. So, this is going to be probably my number 1 album of this year that I have picked up. And I'm still constantly listening to this album. And Rob's going to stop laughing in a minute.
I was going to show it. I talk about it too much, and I know Chris is going to show it.
Yeah. But Adam Baldwin, what an album. I'm not going to tell the story because I'll let Rob do it after I've shown the album itself. So it's an amazing album, an amazing gatefold. So, and still my favorite track on here is number 2, Colliery.
Really?
I love that album. Like the storytelling he does, from start to finish in that one, saying, my wife sees me off while she waves my brother hello, kind of having an affair and that kind of stuff. And
she's not just waving the brother hello. She's doing a little something else with the brother.
Well, I should imagine, yeah, she's stroking something else. But it's a fantastic album from start to finish. If nobody's ever not heard of this guy, I was watching his Instagram stories this week. Did he sing with Blue Rodeo at one point this week or last week? I think.
So Blue Rodeo is on tour right now for their 40th anniversary, and they're doing a cross Canada tour, and he's the opener. I'm going to see him in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'd love to see him live, and the YouTube clips I've seen of him are just absolutely amazing. Causeway Road, which I believe is this road.
That is Causeway Road. Yep.
So,
and that's him walking down Causeway Road.
There you go. I'll let Rob tell the story about what they're doing with the featured film, because he know more than I do of what's going on. So
Yeah, so that whole album is he's from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, which is part of Halifax, right on the very coast. And the whole album is they're all stories. All those songs are stories, kind of in the tradition of like Gordon Lightfoot. So some of them are true and some of them are based on folklore and whatever. So the picture on that album cover is the lighthouse in Little Lorraine. Little Lorraine is a small town outside of Halifax, and that lighthouse is the lighthouse in Little Lorraine. And that song is about an urban legend that drug runners were smuggling cocaine in caskets from Boston up to Canada, and they several miles offshore would dump them overboard, and people would pick them up and bring them home. And there was a funeral parlor that was taking that and funneling allegedly that's the story. So Adam wrote a song about it called The Lighthouse in Little Lorraine. Is probably the most tragic song that I've ever heard. They made a music video about it, and it was so well received that it's now been made into a feature film. It debuted at the Toronto International Film Festival. I can't wait to see it. It's a really sad tale, but what an incredible song.
have they said when it's going to hit cinemas in Canada at the moment?
It's probably never going to be it's probably just going to be in the, if there's any sort of independent, local movie theaters, it's not going to be in like any of the Cineplex chains or anything. So
okay,
I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, cool. I'd love to see that. After listening to the album and kind of where they're going to go with it, I'd be more intrigued, kind of, how it's gonna be. Isn't Adam in the film as well?
He plays a minor role in the film. Yeah,
Right.
He's not one of the main characters, but I'm more intrigued. Adam's been playing a few new songs, and they're in the same vein as that album. So I'll be talking to him in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be asking him, when's the next coming?
Yeah, tell him he's got a Welsh fan.
I will tell him that for sure.
Cool, mate. Cool, very cool. Good story. I just thought I'd share it with the group because it is such a good story. Kind of where an album. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Where an album of a guy who's not very well known around the world has inspired a film that's doing pretty well at the moment, and it's but the lyrics and the storytelling he does is absolutely phenomenal. Incredible. And I recommend it to if you like Bruce, just freaking get the album.
Yes,
it's like I can't emphasize it enough. So there you go. Cam, the floor's yours.
Cool. Yeah, I'm slowly getting into Adam Baldwin. Slowly, I keep on playing. I keep on going back to the album. There's something about it that you keep going back to, but it's not my kind of thing, like normally what I'd listen to, but yeah, I keep going back to it. There's something about it. So it's probably because I've been watching you two talk about it for so long.
I'm having a bad influence on people.
Yeah, no, it's a very good influence. Trust me, very good. Cool. So next pick is another British group, I guess. One that I definitely play a lot at night because it's just really easy listening. This is Sade's Diamond Life.
Here we go.
Yeah, what a record this is. This is like just a perfect album for me. It's jazzy, it's soulful, it's got R&B all over it, and I think Smooth Operator, especially over here in the UK, was just everywhere. But then, almost this first side, every song could be a single. It's just incredible album. This is the original pressing as well, which is a gatefold. There you go. Is that the rules? I've got to show it. If it's a gatefold, I've got to show it.
Yeah, Rob came up with the rule, and I've just followed the rule, and I've told everybody else to do it. So
cool. There you go. I'll play along. And there's the back cover there, so just very basic back cover, but really lovely album, and it sounds incredible. This is one of those ones that they press so many of these, but this album just sounds amazing on vinyl. And if you want to kind of test your system, this is definitely one to get. And if you're looking for what I think is the best pressing, look for Tim Tom in the Dead Wax, or TY in the Dead Wax, which is Tim Young. He's an incredible mastering engineer, just legendary. From over here, but this is the version to get. So you want to look out for TY in the Dead Wax. But there you go. There's a little secret for you. Little trader's secret. But yeah, there you go. Sade, Diamond Life. Love listening to this at night time. It's just so easy to put on and chill out to. So there you go.
Do you think we're going to get a Rhino release on that?
Who's she on? She's on CBS. So what's that? Epic, which I think are part of Columbia. So no, I doubt they would license it out to Rhino. But she did have a box set a little while ago.
Yes.
And there are rumours of her coming back with new music as well. So
didn't the box set have one album missing, one spare?
Yes.
It was to say like the new album's coming, so it'll fit into that box
Yeah.
set. Yes.
yeah. So that was quite a cool little. So it's got to happen now. She's got to do it. She's got to put it out. But
Yes.
I'd love like an audiophile version of this, but whether or not Columbia do it, I don't know. We'll see. So there you go, Sade.
Boz is saying that Sony owns them now, I believe,
There you
under
go.
legacy. So yeah, it's not going to happen then.
Yeah, it'll take forever for them to get around to doing that. So yeah,
Worth a try though.
there you go. Get the Tim Topham cut in the meantime. That's the one you want.
Cool. Rob, over to you, mate. What you got?
Do you have a pen and paper? Because this one might cost you some money once I'm done, Chris.
Oh shit! Got my phone. Go on.
Okay. Since you mentioned Adam Baldwin, I had pulled this, and this is related. So, this is an album called "Twice Upon a Hell of a Time" by a guy named Matt Mays. And Adam got his start in music as Matt Mays' guitar player. Matt Mays is a rocker from Eastern Canada. Now lives not too far from me, actually. Matt has been making really solid rock records for the last 25 years. This is an album that he put out in 2018. He originally put out an album called Once Upon a Hell of a Time. The cover looked the same as this, but it was inverted. It was light with black artwork on it. And that's a rock record. And he decided that these would sound really nice acoustic. So they re-recorded the entire album and put it out as Twice Upon a Hell of a Time, done acoustically. And out of all of Matt Mays' albums, I listen to this the most. And there's really some synergies between this and what Adam's doing, because Adam's the guitar player, obviously, on both of them. So this is, you might want to at least stream this, Chris. If you don't like, every song in here is bloody brilliant. It's a double album, so there's a fair amount of songs in here. It is a gatefold. There's Matt right there.
Cool.
Twice Upon a Hell of a Time. Don't be confused with Once Upon a Hell of a Time. That's a different. Listen to Twice Upon a Hell of a Time. I know you'll love it. And then if you have to buy it, it's not my fault.
Right.
But again, I love listening to this at night because I'll listen to the electric one during the day, but this one just has a different mood to it altogether. And I want to be nice and mellow in the evening. And these are incredible rock songs done acoustically, and it's just a wonderful album.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
I've saved it.
That's the one.
I saved it. I'll give it a stream later. Brilliant.
Okay.
Right. I'm not making this a Canadian special, but I've got another Canadian artist. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just
some of your English friends might get mad at you, Chris.
That wasn't for you, Cam, by the way, right?
No, that's all right. I didn't think it was. Sorry.
No. Okay, Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh yeah.
Easy listening in the evening. I've said this before. My mum put me on to Gordon Lightfoot. Here's the inside. But yeah, what a songwriter, singer, easy listening in the evenings to put on. This could go. I'd done a Sunday one the other day, easy listening on a Sunday, what you put on a Sunday morning. This could go in the morning, this could go in the evening, could go in the day. You know, for a hard day in work, it's a brilliant album. So yeah. But my favorite on here is Canadian Railroad Trilogy. I absolutely love that song. Sorry about the
Which
quiet.
makes sense that you like Adam Baldwin because
It
there's
does
a
make
lot
sense.
of parallels between Lightfoot and then what Adam was doing for sure.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic record.
So,
Everything on there, it is his greatest hits, but he re-recorded everything for that record.
yeah, I've said this before. When I get a chance and I go to kind of charity shops or maybe record fairs, and if I see a Lightfoot album, I will pick it up, and then I'm not go out of my way to get one. But if I see it, I'll go, okay, I'll pick it up. And
Look for either, like, I think his best are Summertime Dream or Sundown. Those two albums are phenomenal.
Sundown, yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, after listening to that, then going to Ada Baldwin kind of makes
It's not a giant leap by any means.
stop.
Step about this big.
Yeah, cool. Right, okay. Quickly, can I just say, Cam, that video you done with Block Party was pretty cool, mate.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah.
That was a hell of a box set.
It was, yeah. We've God, we're all spending some money this year, aren't we? So it's yeah, weren't cheap, but yeah, had to get it. So yeah, thanks, mate. And yeah, it's really nice digging into that as well. That box set, hell of a box set. Yeah, they're like my favorite band. I had to do a video.
Rob, have you heard of a band called Block Party?
I've heard of them, but I don't know any of their music.
Yeah, the one that Cam showed is still my favorite. Back in the day when they hit the scene, they were massive. They were everywhere.
What do they sound like?
I would describe
like angular. It's like guitar rock, but it's very angular indie.
Okay.
Kind of like Gang of Four.
Okay.
With a bit of like that Franz Ferdinand sounds, because they came out around the same time as Franz Ferdinand.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, I think they both play tellies, so both the guitarists, so you might like them. There you go. You've got a hell of a collection. Yeah, you've got a hell of a collection.
Having them, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. So yeah, you might like it.
Okay.
You might like it.
Cool. Check it out.
Cool. Yeah. Next up, I'm going to change genres completely. I'm going to introduce a bit of hip hop to the live stream. So next album is definitely a nighttime album for me. It's a Tribe Called Quest's Midnight Marauders. And actually, from far away, this album cover looks a bit dodgy, but I can assure you that is that lady's hands, not anything else at the front. So yeah, hell of an album. I love a Tribe Called Quest. They're an incredible hip hop group. Very jazzy again, very jazzy. So there's a few that are quite jazzy actually in my picks tonight. But yeah, I love this record, and it's kind of almost like a real celebration of like jazz and sampling as well. And you can, I don't know, you could probably make out on the cover. There's like almost the who's who of kind of like late and early 90s hip hop artists on this in the background. So you've got like the Beastie Boys, De La Soul, I think Chuck D is on here, and then you've also got a Naughty Boy who's in prison at the moment down at the bottom there, which I won't give him too much airtime, but name starts with P and ends in Y. But there you go. Yeah, I love this record. It's an album I always put on at night time. Just helps me chill out and kind of vibe out a little bit as well. So if you've not heard it and you like your hip hop in the kind of bassier and jazzy kind of sound, this is the one to get and put on. And then go back to the Low End Theory as well, which is probably my favourite record by them. That's an incredible album. So there you go, A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders.
I've seen that album cover, but I didn't know what it was about, to be honest. And you saying hip hop, I was like, oh, right, okay. I thought it was going to be psych music, to be honest, looking at that album cover.
Yeah, because it's really like Afrocentric kind of colours, and yeah, it does look quite psychedelic, doesn't it? It's quite nice, quite cool. But yeah,
They've got quite long.
Go on.
They got quite long fingers there.
Yeah, very long fingers. So they're definitely fingers. I don't know why that's the first thing I pointed out as well, but hey, there you go. But she's like a tour guide on this album. She kind of pops up as little skits, and she kind of talks you through the themes of the album and stuff. But yeah, put it on. It'll make sense as soon as you put it on, I think. I'll probably explain it better than me. So there you go.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well done,
love it.
Right, let me just quickly catch up. Okay, 70s were great. Yeah, brilliant. I think you're talking about the album I just showed. I come for the records, but I stays for the accent. We're not
Which
going
one?
because you need subtitles when I talk. Cool. Right. Rob, over to you, mate.
All right. I'm going to show this record. This is an album called The Medicine by a singer-songwriter named Grace Potter. So Grace Potter was in a band that I absolutely loved from Vermont called Grace Potter and the Nocturnals. And they were one of my favorite bands of all time. I saw them live. They were incredible. They were around from, I want to say, like 2004 till about 2012. When she turned into an idiot and got an ego and destroyed that band and went solo, and her solo stuff sucks. When they were the Nocturnals, she was sort of glamorous, and they were like, kind of dirty looking rock stars. And it was like 70s rock with some blues influence into it. That's what it sounded like, kind of that throwback rock and roll. And the Nocturnals were phenomenal. It was one of those bands where like the sum was greater than the individual parts. It was just something magic about when the five of them made music together. And her solo stuff pales in comparison. And even when she does the Nocturnal stuff nowadays, It is a poor imitation of what it was when she was with the Nocturnals. Having said all of that, this was an album that was recorded, I want to say, around 2008. It just came out this year. She recorded this not with the Nocturnals, but just with herself and studio musicians. And T-Bone Burnett was the producer. And it was going to be a thing. But her label, Hollywood Records, decided to shelve it because Grace and the Nocturnals were working on an album, which became their self-titled album, which had their huge hit on there. Well, I should say huge. The biggest hit that they ever had, which was a song called Paris Ooh La La. A lot of the songs that are on this would go on to become the songs that were on that Nocturnals self-titled album. But these are a lot different. They're much more laid back, nighttime, they have a feel to them. They're just you kind of just groove to it. They're not rock versions of songs that became rock songs. I love that Nocturnal self-titled album. It's my favorite album of the 6 or 8 that they did. But this is a wonderful take on those songs. And it feels fresh because her solo stuff, like I said, sucks. But this for me and for all the other fans is new because this has sat in a vault for the last 12 years and until it was released. So it feels like new music, but it feels like old music. And this was before she destroyed her voice. This is just incredible. And when I listen to it at night, it's wonderful. And it's what you want to listen to in the evening. And it makes me really miss that band that I wish was still around. So Grace Potter, Medicine. Oh, and it's a gatefold.
Because I was waiting. Go on.
There you go. She's just her face there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Why does the solo stuff suck?
A couple reasons. I think she got an ego and thought, because the band is called Grace Potter and the Nocturnals, the people are here to see Grace Potter. No, the people are here to see Grace Potter and the Nocturnals. But she went solo and she had an affair with her producer and divorced her husband, who was her drummer.
Right.
And the producer kind of took her in a little bit of a different direction, I guess. And while the songwriting is the same, the musicians behind it are not, and they do not sound nearly as good. She's also smoked way too much, drank way too much, done way too many drugs, and her voice is just, it's like someone took a rasp to her vocal cords. They're just really raw, and she had this incredible sort of like Grace Slick kind of voice. and now it's not. She is not taking care of her instrument. So maybe I'm a little bit jaded because she blew up my favorite band, but nothing that she's done since is as of the quality of the stuff she did with the Nocturnals.
Yeah,
Cool.
Fair enough.
Just a side check here. I'll ask Rob because he loves this band. Bon Jovi are touring next year in the UK.
Yes.
Thoughts on that, mate? Do you reckon they can pull it off?
I hope so. I saw the performance that he did to announce the tour. His vocals still sound a little weak to me. I hope he can do it because it would be nice for them to have one sort of last kick of the can. I love Bon Jovi. I don't really give a shit whether Richie's involved or not, and he's not. And I actually like Phil X. I think he's a better guitar player, fellow Canadian. I have no problems with the direction the band's taken. Last record was fine. I would like, if they want to tour again, I want them to be able to do it. I just don't know. He says that his vocal cords can hold up for 2 hours a night. I hope so. But the performance that I saw when they did In My Life, and I like the way he sings it. You can tell he's holding back, that he's, letting the other guys, kind of prop him up a little bit. So I don't know. I hope it's not a stain on the legacy of a great band.
Okay. I just wondered, like, I saw him in the Principality Stadium in Cardiff back in 2001, 2002, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's the time where It's My Life was out, the album Crush.
Yep.
And talking about support acts that really don't go together, Anastasia was supporting him.
That's weird.
Just like, I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah, I'll go back to the bar.
If they were touring anywhere around here, which they're not, and if I could afford it, I would go, just because I've never seen them and I'd like to. But is it going to be a great tour? I think folks maybe have to temper their expectations.
Yeah, I know they're doing weird dates here because they do in London, and then they do in Dublin and Edinburgh, and that's it. So
I think there's only like 4 dates over here, and there's none in Canada. There's like 4 dates in the US and 4 dates in the UK, and that's it.
Yeah, I if they were in Edinburgh, and me and Liz spoke about this, if they were in Edinburgh and he was still as good as he was back in the 2000s, then we possibly think about it. But paying like over £150 for a ticket, and then the traveling, and then staying there and that kind of stuff, spending money is just
that's money you could spend on records.
That's it.
Thank you. I did say. So
I'm not encouraging him, Liz, if you're watching this.
I'm not encouraging him, but he could. So
just say it.
Cool. Talking about night songs, I think we'll talk about this guy, Mr. Roy Orbison.
Ooh,
nice.
Which came up with a song, I Drove All Night.
Yeah.
Now, this won't come to a surprise to anybody, Mr. Greatest Hits over here, but this is the Ultimate Collection by Roy Orbison. I think I picked this up on Amazon for like £15 back a couple of years ago. Show the inside, all his hits. Got a good gatefold. All his albums. So, yeah. I'll just go through the tracks. Pretty Woman, I Drove All Night, You Got Me Crying, Only the Lonely, Love Hurts, Dream Baby, Walk On, California Blue, Mean Women Blues, Crawling Back Right Away, Too Soon to Know, She's Mysterious to Me, It's Over. And then with the Traveling Wilburys, you've got Not Alone Anymore and Handle with Care. So, there you go.
Nice.
Mr. Roy Orbison. Always been a fan of Roy. And tragic story on him. But he was brilliant. And if anybody hasn't watched the documentary, it's on YouTube of the Traveling Wilburys. Go check it out. It's pretty cool.
Is your name Racer Joe recommending documentary?
Yes. It's the greatest hits and there's a documentary for you to watch, okay? Yeah. I'm not going to do the advert because I can't do it as well as Joe does. But
No.
yes, so use the code Northern10. There we go. That's as much as I know. From what is it? Storage
Final
Solutions.
Storage Solutions.ca.
Yeah.
And use the code Northern10. So
Yeah.
there you go, Rob. There's your plug. I've done a plug, and I've done a greatest hits in one video.
I'll
Right.
send you the check in the mail.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Again, the post is on strike. It'll take a while.
Are they still on strike?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Bastards.
Yep.
Right. Okay. What is Morton saying? I forgot to say Shemai Chris. That means how are you in Welsh. It baffles me that Morton knows Welsh and lives in Norway. Love Orbison. Yes, I do too. He's pretty cool. So, yeah. Okay. Cam, what you got?
Cool. Next up, going to do another British band. Another like indie kind of British band, I guess, called Foals.
Oh, yes. Now we're talking.
There we go. So this is a nice. I was going to say, is this a nighttime album? It probably is. It is for me. There's quite a few tracks on here that I just love, and they sound like the nighttime. There's a few like heavier tracks on here, and this is like their first. Yeah, definitely after like their first kind of 2 albums, this was their foray into like a heavier sound and less math rocky and less indie. So there's a big song on here called Inhaler, which is just sounds like massive. But then after that, it's like all these kind of like introspective, swampy. Swampy is a good way to describe it. Sounding tracks. And towards the end of the album, there's 2 tracks called Stepson and Moon. They are just incredible songs. They kind of sound like, I don't know, like Sigur Rós and Sigur Rós is a pretty good comparison actually. Yeah, I love these songs. They're just really great to listen to at night time. Really like introspective songs. And this is their album called, I haven't even said the name of the album. This is called Holy Fire. And this was like their first foray into kind of a darker sound, I'd say. But it's not too dark. It's not like death metal or anything like that. It's just kind of no death metal at like 10 p.m. for me, unfortunately. But it's like a darker, more alternative rock kind of driven sounds. But it's not like heavy. It's just perfect for late night. And there is actually a track on here called Late Night as well, track number 6. But yeah, it's just a single sleeve as well, so no gatefold to show you. But it's a nice like matte kind of textured cover and a nice random picture of people on horses going into the sea. So there you go.
Oh, that looks like drunk people at Tenby Harbour at 3 a.m. in the morning, mate.
Yeah.
What was the hit off that album?
This one, My Number.
Yeah. Okay.
Was a big hit. I love that song as well. It's a very like poppy, like indie kind of tune. But then after that, it's like it's kind of takes a turn. The album. It's an interesting one and perfect for late night listening as well. Yeah.
One of them bands you thought were going to be really, really big, and just I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they were pretty big, and they probably still are, but they're not. Yeah, they're not like stadium fillers or anything like that. But then again, they started as like a math rock band, playing in like Oxford flats, like in the basements of Oxford flats. It's like weird, like how they kind of came up, and now they're a bit more bigger. Yeah, there you go. Foals, I love them. Still good.
Cool band, very cool band. And where do you know where they're from? In England?
Yeah, Oxford.
They are from Oxford.
Not far from me. Again, not very far.
Okay, cool. Very good band. Yes. Rob, what you got, mate?
Okay. I am going to show an album that no one has heard of, probably except for me. But I love it. And it's this guy here, Bobby Charles. So, Chris, you have the band's Last Waltz. And if you listen to that, there's a performance on there of the band with Dr. John. I can't recall the name of the song. I think it was What a Night. I think it was a song that they do with Dr. John. And Bobby Charles is playing on that song with Dr. John and the band, but he's uncredited. Bobby Charles is a musician from Louisiana, sort of a protege of Dr. John, or Mac Romanak is his actual name. And so Bobby Charles in the 70s was one of the sort of leaders of a little sort of localized kind of music that they called Louisiana swamp pop. And it was sort of created by Cajun musicians, and it's a kind of a combination of like New Orleans rhythm and blues and jazz, along with Americana and a little bit of country and western influence from Texas. And it's just this kind of piano, guitar, blues fused with roots music. And it's really interesting. It's really good. And how I heard about this is his connection to Dr. John and the band. And I thought, that's interesting. And I stumbled on this in a record shop one time. Just recently, this was reissued by Kraft Recordings a few years ago, which I'm surprised because no one knows who the hell Bobby Charles is. But I bought it on a whim, having not heard it, and I love it. Phenomenal stuff. There he is eating a watermelon on the back there. It's a gatefold. There he is there.
Cool.
Interesting kind of stuff. It's, I'm not a country guy, and it's not country, but there's an element of that in there. There's an element of jazz in there. There's an element of Louisiana, New Orleans. It's this weird fusion of cool, rootsy kind of music, and it's just got a nice mood to listen to in the evening.
Nice.
I'll have to check that out. I'll have to give that a stream, see what it's like. Because
it's interesting.
If
you like the band, it's and I should mention, Chris, since you like the band, the musicians that happen to play on here: Rick Danko, Levon Helm, Garth Hudson, and Richard Manuel. You got 4 of the 5 guys from the band. The only one that's not on here is Robbie Robertson.
Just want to emphasize a quick point here while Rob is here. 2 secs. So Rob got me into the band.
I've got you into too much stuff, unfortunately.
He said, hang on, make myself 2 secs. I got enough hands. So Rob got me into this, and he was grateful enough to send me The Last Waltz, which I absolutely love, and I constantly play this. But there's that one. Then I bought the Cahoots album, right? Then I bought this album, right?
It's not my fault, Liz. Don't tell him to do it.
Then I bought this album, right?
That one's the best, I think.
And of course, the best of. But good recommendations.
So give Bobby Charles a stream, because, like I said, it's like 1 degree removed from the band, and they're all on it except for Robertson. So
cool. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat here. Boz is saying, I have several Dr. John albums, good stuff. I'll have to look Bobby Charles up. Cool.
I got to get some Dr. John. I don't have any, but I need some. This is great.
Okay, my turn. Oh, God, American. Okay. Sam St. John put me onto this amazing album. This is Tommy Prine, songwriter from America, brought up this album. And I think Sam showed this on his channel, and I sent a message, said, is it really any good? He was like, yeah, mate, it's really good. You should check it out. So I did. I gave it a stream, loved it. And then I bought this, I think, from eBay for like £15. So cracking album. Most of this album is dedicated to his dad. But one of the tracks, I Love You Always, which is for his dad, Mirror and Kitchen Sink. Then you've got Crashing Again. This Far South is a really good album. So if nobody is ever huge of Tommy Prine, go and check him out. It is a really good album. So, yeah. It's just this is just on black vinyl, but cool album. Love it. Love listening to it in the evenings, and it could go down as like a morning album as well. So there's my choice. So very cool.
Has he got a famous dad by any chance?
Yes, he has.
Yeah, I thought I'd see the surname and thought
Don't think he's anything. He's not like his dad. So slightly different than what his dad used to play. So would you agree with that, Rob?
Yeah, from the little bit that I've heard, yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, we're going along really well, yeah. So let's keep going. Cam, what you got, mate?
Cool. I'll go for another hip hop pick.
Okay.
There we go. I'll be the one who showcases hip hop on it. So this is JD Donuts, and he was an incredible producer. Sadly, he died way too young. But yeah, this was released on like a Tuesday back in the early 2000s, and he passed away on the Thursday. Sadly, really sudden as well. But yeah, incredible album. If you like your hip hop, it's just incredible beats. Most of them are instrumental. Again, they're quite jazzy, and any hip hop fans will probably hate the fact I'm showing this cover instead of the original cover, which if I zoom in there a bit, that's the original cover there, which is a nice picture of Jay smiling. But yeah, I love this record. So many fantastic instrumentals. And I used to DJ on the radio quite a long time ago, like 10 years ago. And I used to use this like music as like my backing talking track, if you will, just because it was really good to talk over and it sounded great in the background. But yeah, phenomenal album, and it's just got a really laid back vibe. Again, really jazzy as well. Yeah, can't recommend this enough. If you've not heard it and you're kind of curious about this kind of sounds, give it a go. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Cool.
There we go.
Cool, mate. Right, okay. Chat is anything in it? Not great. It makes my job a lot easier. Right, Rob.
All right. This is an album by another band no one's heard of, and I'm not picking it to be obscure by any means. It just happens to be an album I love. This is a band called The Heartbroken. They are a band from Toronto. This is their second album, Storm Clouds. The Heartbroken have been together for probably 17 or 18 years and have released 2 albums because they also are with other bands as well. So this is not their primary focus. Their primary focus is the other bands that they're in. The lead singer is a woman named Davna Doyle. She's also a radio host on the CBC. This is a really good, I would call it contemporary rock record. Very electric guitar, but it's not aggressive. It's kind of laid back rock, if that makes any sense. Like their electric guitar, bass, drums, the whole 9 yards, but it's not, it's just kind of like, you just sit there and go, yeah, that's kind of what I like. Davna Doyle is the lead singer. She has an absolutely phenomenal voice, had a solo career on her own, was in a female trio as well. Just one of those most distinctive female voices in Canadian music. I've seen her a couple times. I've never seen The Heartbroken, but I'd love to. So it's just, if it's, late at night, I want to hear just a nice sort of contemporary rock record. I go with Storm Clouds by The Heartbroken, which came out in 2016. So there you go.
No, I've never heard of them.
No, most people here haven't even heard of them. So
right, okay.
You got to be a Canadian music nerd.
Okay, brilliant. Right, okay. Stereophonics, anyone?
Never heard of them.
Hey?
Are they big?
Yeah.
They're big in Wales. They're big in Wales. You've got to be a Welsh nerd So, this is my blue rodeo, Rob.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, make them laugh, make them cry, make them wait. This is a good, slower album, soothing compared to their heavy rock stuff. Cam, I've sent Rob Performance and Cocktail,
All right,
which
yeah.
he
So
quite
good.
enjoyed. Quite
So
enjoyed
good.
that one.
Yep.
So here's the inside. It's just got the lyrics. Don't know if it's going to show. Just got the lyrics on there. There's writing, that kind of stuff. Make It On Your Own is a good one. There's only going to be something. And then the big one on here was Seems Like You Don't Know Me, which is a very catchy song that they came on. So, yeah. And this came on. What did it come on? Yeah, pink vinyl. It's not going to show up properly on this, but it is on pink vinyl. So
Nice.
there you go. And I sent a message to Rob and Cam this week. I'm
Mhm.
just waiting for it to get delivered. I have completed the Stereophonics catalogue. I am done. So that is on its way. So I'm well happy. And there will be a video coming soon
Nice. Nice.
that nobody's going to watch, but I don't give a shit. So there you go.
Wasn't there like a liquid-filled version of that album as well that came out last year? I want to say last year, this year.
Yeah, I think so. But I pre-ordered this so that I had priority tickets to watch them in Cardiff.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
they're very clever. So if you get the priority tickets, they're selling an album.
Yeah.
So if you've got 80 odd thousand people going to two separate nights, two separate gigs in Cardiff, it's gonna go to number one, isn't it? So you got a good chance there. But yeah, Liz, who's in the other room, just inside my favorite Stereophonics. And she actually does like the Stereophonics, so she's not getting paid. This is not a paid commercial. So yeah, Stereophonics. What can I say? They're everywhere. Yeah, so cool. Right. I think it's Cam's turn now. We'll head back. Have we got more hip hop or?
That's you might be pleased to know that's the last hip hop album I was going to show. So there you go. We'll take a detour to jazz. There you go.
Okay.
I'll mix up a little bit. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use two because he is the greatest jazz artist in my opinion, and I think most people's. To be fair, going to go with Miles Davis, In a Silent Way, and another one is Bitches Brew. Incredible records, both of these. I'll talk about this one first because I think this is the one I go to the most. And if you don't like jazz or you've just never really been into it or wanted to check it out, this is the album I'd say to start with, because it's not like anything you might have heard. It was an incredibly influential album. It's very chill and it's not overly like jazzy and honky and and beboppy. This was during like his electric period.
Okay.
Just an incredible record, incredibly chill. Fantastic players on this record as well. And this is from the Vinyl Me Please box set that they did a few years back. Before they went a bit, pretty much just went a bit crazy and folded. But yeah, incredible album, incredible blessing. And then the other one, Bitches Brew. I love this record. It's very different to that. It's nowhere near as chill, but the playing on this is amazing. And it just this album to me just sounds like a huge city at night time, and you've got like the horns kind of bouncing off like skyscraper buildings. It just sounds massive, and sometimes it's a bit scary as well. A bit scary sounding. It's a gatefold as well. You've got a lovely picture of him. If you can see that. There you go. And I just love the artwork of this record as well. Let's bring it out there. But yeah, just an iconic record from Miles Davis there, Bitches Brew. But if you're not really into jazz, I don't think you'd like this one. Although it is slightly more rocky. I'd say if you're going to start anywhere, start with In a Silent Way or his big one, Kind of Blue, which everyone says to start with that, but I'd say start with In a Silent Way because I think that's the better album, controversially. So there you go. That's my jazz picks for this evening.
I've got a jazz album. I'm not a jazz fan, Rob will tell you this, but I've got a jazz album. And it's Duke Ellington, New Orleans.
Nice. Yeah.
The only reason I got this is because I done a video with my mate Jamie, who I used to work with, and he wanted to get rid of his whole collection. I was like, well, I'll have that one because that looks expensive.
Yeah. It's a good album as well. It's a really good album.
So this is on Atlantic.
Yeah.
And then the other one, sorry, Rob, I will come to you because I got loads to show me, was amazing artist called Madeleine Peru.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you heard of her. She's a French jazz singer. So most of it is in French. But if you haven't heard of her, if you're into your jazz, go and check that one out. So, yeah.
Cool.
That's it. So that's all I got. Most of mine is rock, indie, Canadian. That's all it is. That's all you need. There you go.
All right. This one is in my top 5 favorite albums of all time, and it's a perfect nighttime record. This is a band called Dawes, and this is their album Nothing Is Wrong from, when did it come out? 2011. This is the 10th anniversary reissue. I've got an OG as well. The cover is actually black on the OG. This is a phenomenal record. It's sort of like Laurel Canyon, California indie band kind of sound. They're not an indie band, but that's kind of what it sounds like to me. I think this is their second or third record. Just phenomenal. There's an incredible song in here called $1 Million Bill, which is just this great heartbreak song. There's another, my favorite on here is actually sung by the drummer, called How Far We've Come. Everything on here is just great California late 2000s indie rock kind of sound, and it's just phenomenal. These guys are great. They put out a whole bunch of albums since then. Some are good, some are not, but this is a phenomenal record. Give it a listen. Dawes, Nothing Is Wrong.
Nice.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got about, I don't know, probably 10 albums under their belt. And Taylor Goldsmith, who's the front man and the lead singer and songwriter, he married Mandy Moore, and Dawes is now her backing band as well.
Right. Okay.
Which is interesting because I'm not going to buy that record, but it actually sounds pretty good. So.
Cool. Mate. Right. Okay. I will go next then. Hang on. Let me check 2 secs. I think this is for you, Rob. I've just seen Rob show at least 15 albums that he says are his top 5 albums of all time.
It changes every day, man.
It does today. What's your favorite Bruce Springsteen album today, Rob?
My third favorite?
What's your favorite?
Tunnel of Love.
Tunnel of Love. Okay.
Sure.
Great album.
Cool. All right. Let's have a look. So for the next one, is going to be completely different, but I do enjoy watching the evening. I guarantee nobody in the vinyl community's got this album. It's Blur Street by Keith Sutherland.
What the fuck?
All right. Okay.
I've actually seen it. Me and Liz have seen him live in the smallest venues I think I've ever been to in my entire life in Cardiff. And he said, sorry about my voice tonight. He said, I can't stop coughing. He, in fact, had COVID and made half the audience have COVID as well. So.
Dick.
Thank you, Mr. 24.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Keith Sutherland. This is more country, smooth, kind of raspy voice he's got. But, yeah, we've got He's got 2 albums out. This
Hold that cover back up for a second. Is that a subway train that he's on there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the Bloor Street subway in Toronto because he's a
There you
Canadian.
go. Yeah. So
He's a Canadian, and his grandfather is the one responsible for our free universal health care in Canada.
really?
Oh, really? Oh,
I
wow.
didn't know that. So okay, that's pretty cool. This came on like a cream white kind of vinyl. It's just showing white, but it is kind of cream color. But yeah, he was pretty. It came on Apple Music, and I remember Liz going, "What the fuck are you listening to?" I was like, "This is Keith Sutherland." She went, "The actor." Yes. And then
Did you get an autograph or anything, being in such a small venue?
No, I think he spat on me, but that's about it.
Oh, yeah. I want to get the plague.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. So that's yeah. Okay, what's he saying here? Why is this not working? Come on. Cool. Reminds me of Dennis Quaid album. Yeah. What was he in, Dennis Quaid? I'm trying to think. End of the World? What was it called?
Been in a ton of stuff.
No.
Day After Tomorrow is what you're
That's it.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
Yeah, he pretends to be a musician too. There's a bunch of them that do that.
The other one as well is that I was listening to the other day was Jeff Daniels.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
There's one song off that album that's not too bad, but the rest is okay. Whatever.
So I thought I'd put some comedy into this tonight. So there we go. Calm back over to you, mate.
Cool. I'm gonna run out of albums soon to talk about, but yeah. Next up, I'm gonna go with another British band, big one as well. Radiohead's Kid A. Yeah, I love Radiohead, and this is the album that I reached to for kind of nighttime listening. Although you can go with I think pretty much all of their albums kind of work in like a nighttime setting, but this is the one that, yeah, I would listen to a lot at nighttime. Yeah, what can you say about this album? It just, I think it shocked so many people when it first came out. Like, it was quite different to their previous albums. Although OK Computer was like a nice, like, little segue into it, I guess. But this is way more electronic, and no one was really expecting something like this. It's depressing as hell, but I listen to that kind of stuff a lot. And there's the gatefold there, and I've just realised I've got this in the VSS sleeve, so there you go. Shout out to Racer Joe. I'm repping VSS tonight. Yeah, incredible record. It's got probably my favourite Radiohead song of all time on here, which is Idiotique. Just an incredible electronic kind of like almost like dance music sound, and Tom York just goes absolutely nuts on it, which is always cool to listen to. And I still haven't got over the fact I've missed out on tickets for their UK tour, or UK shows, because not really much of a tour. Missed out on those a few weeks back, but yeah, I just really hope they come back with new music or something and play more live shows, because yeah, they're just a bit of an enigma, Radiohead. I don't know. You never really know what they're going to do, ever. So yeah, really cool nighttime album. Radiohead's Kid A. Love it.
Cool, mate. Very cool. Right, good to comments here. Rob, how many have you got left, Rob?
I've got 2 left.
Okay, we'll do this round, and then we'll do quick fire round, and then we'll call it a night. All right.
Good thing I'm saving this till the end, because you may lose some viewers when I show this. I am apologizing. However, I love this artist, even though it is not cool to like this artist. Let's get it out of the way. Here we go.
Please don't show Bob Dylan.
Okay.
Here we go. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I'm a Swiftie, and if you don't like it, go screw yourself. Listen, you know what? A lot of people dismiss her as, pop garbage and whatever, and that's fine. It's your opinion. Did she have some pop garbage? Sure. But I also think she's done absolutely incredible things for music. She's a great songwriter. Whatever. I'm a fan. I don't need to make justifications for why I'm a fan. You like what you like, and I like her. And the album was called Midnights, ironically, because it's a nighttime album. That's what she wrote the album about: sleepless nights, going through heartbreak and other things. And it is a nighttime album. That's what it's designed to be. I love it. It's a way poppier than any. I mean, it's not poppy, but it's more pop than anything I would normally listen to. But I give her props to it. I think it's a fantastic record and something good to listen to at night. Make fun of me all you want. I don't care.
Can we talk about the new album that's got wood in it?
I don't want to talk about the size of Travis Kelce's appendage.
Oh my goodness! When I saw that track listed, I was like, I'm sure she's wrote that about Rob. It's gotta be.
It must have, yeah.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah, probably.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, I'll keep it going. So, how about some Simon Garfunkel in the evening? This wouldn't surprise anybody. This is a greatest hits. This was handed down to me by my mum, who found some records in the attic and put this on. Amazing album. Mrs. Robinson, you got on here, The Sound of Silence, which I still prefer the Disturbed version. If nobody's heard that version of Disturbed,
I've heard it.
Oh, so it's brilliant. So, America, Kathy Song, Cecilia, So, like for this one, more relaxing kind of music, kind of catchy music, in the evening, chill out kind of music. So, there we go. Yeah. Simon and Garfunkel. That was this one. It was just on black vinyl as well. So, there you go. Right, last round then. Cam, over to you, mate.
Cool. Is that the only Simon and Garfunkel album you've got?
No. Not yet. Hang on. 2 secs.
If you like that, if you like that one, get Bookends, obviously.
I've got Bridge Over Troubled Water as well.
Nice.
So, yeah. There's my mother's name on the back as well.
Nice.
That's to do with the older days.
That's
my album.
That's cool. Incredible duo. Incredible. Cool. Next, I've only got 2 albums left, so I'll show you the second to last one. Another British artist called Ben Howard. Singer-songwriter kind of stuff. And up until this album, he was quite poppy. His first album, Every Kingdom, was just one of those albums that was kind of everywhere in the UK, especially. He made real big waves with that. But then he kind of went a bit more artistic with his second album. And I think this is his 3rd or 4th, I can never remember. I really enjoy this album. It's got loads of incredible guitar work on it, because he is a fantastic guitarist. And his producer really brings that out in his sounds, just incredible effects on his acoustic guitar. I can't remember the tuning he plays in, but it's really random, because I tried learning some of his songs. I'm like, what the hell is this? When I tune the guitar to how he does it. But yeah, amazing stuff. This is a fantastic album to listen to at night. It's called Noonday Dream, and it is a gatefold. Although it doesn't sound particularly great on vinyl, this copy doesn't. It's just really loads of pops and ticks all over it, unfortunately. But yeah, still a great album. So if you're into Ben Howard and you want something, or you only know his first album, listen to this one, Noonday Daydream. Just great stuff. Really nice nighttime vibe, despite it being nice, bright and sunny, and him being in the desert on the front cover. But I wouldn't recommend him live. He is not. He's puts on a good show, like visually.
Yeah.
But like, he does not talk to the crowd once. He's one of those people who kind of it's almost like he feels like he's too big to be there, sort of thing. And I remember I went to see him in London at Brixton with my wife, and someone shouted out, "Ben, you can smile, mate," and he just like went off in a bit of a huff.
Right.
Like, he kind of turned around and just like, yeah, it was almost like he was going to walk off and not play the rest of the show. So it was a bit weird. So yeah, don't go see him live, but his albums are good.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Cool, mate. Very cool. Rob, over to you.
All right, it's my last one. I'm going to finish off with a Canadian who is probably regarded as our greatest songwriter ever, but I'm not going to show the album that you think I would show. Leonard Cohen.
Oh, wow.
Respect the man tremendously. I do not have a ton of Leonard Cohen, but I have this one because it is my favorite song of his, which is Closing Time. I guess suitable for nighttime, closing time. About,
yeah.
The end of the night at the bar. But that wasn't why I picked it. I mean, this is just, 1 o'clock in the morning and you're sitting there, farting around on the internet or whatever, and you want some music on. Leonard Cohen's gravelly voice, that's nice and calming at that time of day. So I think anything Leonard Cohen would be perfectly fine. This is the only one I've got because Hallelujah is a great song, but I mean, really, this is the only one I need. So there you go.
I think nice. In the vinyl community itself, the person I've shown, I think, is it Brian?
Brian from Embryonic Robot. Yeah. Massive Leonard Cohen fan. I was actually with him when I bought this record.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay. I bet he was happy, wasn't he? You could just see
his
face.
Thrilled. Yep, he was thrilled.
Okay. I've actually got one record left, so let's have a look. American band. Love these. This is Zac Brown Band. Easy listening to in the evening. Started collecting Zac Brown. I've got the greatest hits, obviously. But yeah, one amazing band. I'd love to see them live. I know they're doing the Sphere in Las Vegas in January. Me and Liz have spoken about it, but I want to do the VC meetup as well. So I can't really do two, and because I want to meet up with Rob and all those kind of cats out there. So, but it's got some great songs on here. Jump Right In is a good one. Goodbye in Her Eyes is an amazing song. Day That I Die with Amos Lee, last but not least. So it's their new stuff is crap, but I prefer their older stuff, if I'm being honest. So I'm in the process of collecting at the moment. So yeah, that is the live stream for this evening. So we'll go around the horn real quick. Cam, anything coming up on your channel this week coming up now, mate?
Yeah, I'll be dropping a video tomorrow about 5 records that I would never ever sell from my collection. So that's
right
tomorrow.
You should do a thread. Do a thread.
I should do a thread.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's ever been done before, but yeah. Good shout. I will.
Yeah, cool, mate. And you've dropped the video this week.
Yeah, Block Party box set review. Yeah.
Cool.
Drop that little shootout. Yeah, nice.
Rob.
Yeah, I haven't made a video in weeks because I'm in a creative slump where I'm finding it more like work than enjoyment. So haven't been inspired to make any videos. I got a couple ideas rolling around in my empty head, so I might do something in the next week. But other than that, my Wednesday night live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern here in Canada. It's like 1 a.m. for you guys, something like that. But where I'm joined by Joe and Daryl and usually a special guest to talk about something. Last week's episode was awesome. It was all Bryan Adams, the whole episode, just to make Joe happy. So it was. We had a lot of fun with that one.
How did you get away with that? How did he sign up for that one? He's just like, did he say, "Oh, it's just get on done with"?
Pretty much. And then he's like, you know what? I can do this. He goes, I can do this and not show a single Bryan Adams record. And he didn't show a single Bryan Adams record. So it was a lot of fun. And we had a laugh the whole time. It was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, mate. I'm on catch up on YouTube at the moment because I just took a break off YouTube for like a week this week and just watched TV.
What's that?
Yeah, I had to catch up on Apple TV. So there's a few series I've just finished off. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to do the Stereophonics coming up. That may be the week after next, depending when it gets delivered. This week coming up, I'll probably do the Bruce album, Nebraska, showing kind of what to expect. And then I'm going to take a break from live streams for a few weeks. So I'll be back around Christmas time for the live streams because I'm a bit burnt out at the moment. So I thought, yeah, let's take a break. And Rob knows how hard it is doing a live stream every week. It's trying to get guests on, and it's just.
I love the live stream. I just find the video production for the other videos is taxing on me right now.
Yeah, it is, and it's like the editing, and you know, and we got to pull these records away now. It's like, yeah. But I'd like to thank my guest this evening, Cam, the Vinyl Narrative. He's got a great YouTube channel. Go and check him out. Rob, as usual. Been following Rob for years. He's got an amazing channel. Check out the Wednesday one. If you can't watch it live, watch the repeat. It's really, really funny. Yeah, it's very cool. Thanks for everybody who's left comments. Thanks for everybody who's watching this later. I do appreciate it. And I will see you soon. So thanks very much for watching, and good night.
Night, everybody.
So